Shoot! Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Coming to you today with a video on the Helikon Tex Possum. If you're in the market for a small grab bag, go bag that you can put your essentials into to keep with you for your EDC, stay tuned, this is probably the bag for you. Now the Possum is the small brother to the Helikon Tex Bandicoot. Full disclosure, okay, so I can't lie with you. I ordered the Bandicoot, or at least I thought I ordered the Bandicoot. Turns out, like a bit of an idiot, I actually ordered the Possum. This arrived today, so it's not what you'd class as a full review as such, but instead it's more of a first impression style video. I mean, straight off the bat, first impressions is it's a really nice little kind of grab bag, go bag. So yeah, stop the video, press pause, move on to the next one. It'll have it on the branding from Helikon Tex from now on. Moorlander says, yeah, it's alright, I like it. So we'll go, as you usually do, we'll go round the bag, we'll go through its construction, the measurements, all that sort of stuff. We'll have a look at how it carries. And this is just, as I say, it's just off my personal opinion from my first impressions of the pack. This is going to get returned to Amazon and I will get the larger version, which is the Bandicoot, and I'll do a review of that as well. So let's have a look, change around the camera, at what the pack is, what this bag is itself. Okay, let's crunch some numbers, get some of the details out of the way quickly. YKK zippers. All of these zippers are really nice, reverse stitched on so that there's less chance of getting any sort of foreign objects in there. Woojin plastics all the way around. These are the bomber plastics. Woojin plastics are really good. It's made from 500D Cordura. There are a lot, I mean a lot. There are 25 different colours. I went for this one purely because it's a little bit more low-key, but if you want to go for some multicam or some Flecton, you know, there's lots of different ones that you can go for. There's even variations if you have OD green with coyote zips, or black with the grey zips. There's lots of different options. All of the webbing on it is 1-inch webbing. It comes in when it's completely empty and dry. It comes in at just short of 200 grams. It's 198 grams. Full capacity is 1.7 litres. It measures 22 centimetres by 13 centimetres. Depth when it's full is 7 centimetres. If you're still working in old money, that's 8.6 inches by 5.1 inches by 2.7 inches. So there's that out of the way. Going round the bag, construction wise, it really is what I've come to learn from Helikon Tex, and that is, construction wise, it's bomber. It really is good. Very nice indeed. The 500D Cordura has a nice little bit of rigidity to it. It almost feels like 1000. That's mainly because a lot of these panels are smaller panels, so it does give it a little bit more rigidity, and it feels as though it holds its form reasonably well. On the front you have a really large hook and loop section, or a loop section, and I like this little detail. You get this a lot with Helikon Tex. They have this little chameleon logo on a spear, so that's embroidered into the hook section on the front. So if you have some patches, you can put those on the front. If you want to turn this maybe into a medic bag, if you put a medic patch on the front, you can do that as well. All of the zips you can see here on the front. It's not 510 paracord, 550 paracord. It's almost as though it is paracord, but they've took the what do you call it? The threads from the middle. Okay, had a mental break then and forgot. But it's really nice, and they put these heat shrinks on there as well. On the sides, nothing really on the sides other than two PALS webbing loops if you wanted to put something in there. This side is exactly the same. The bottom It's nice and flush, nice and plain. You also have two extra little hoops or loops here, so if you want to store something on the outside, maybe you're using this as a walking bag or something, you want to put something that you can easily take something off. I've seen a lot of people do it with those little magnetic tags that you can, you know, give it a sharp pull and it'll bring those off. These are stitched into the lining and they go all the way in there, so they do feel pretty tight. All of the stitching on the outside is really nice, really straight. There's no extra fibres. You find here on the back, the stitching here is reinforced. When we have a look on the inside, you'll see that it's reinforced as well. Where the webbing is on this side, rather than it just being stitched onto that one layer, it goes all the way through to help to reinforce this. The loop that comes out here, see if I can feel this. It does. That loop goes all the way through here, so the extra material from this goes in and is sewn on the back there, which, yeah, I can feel that there, so that's really nice. That is actually really nice, so that goes in quite a way. You've also got the Kedora logo on the back and a little Helikon Tex logo on there as well. So, sorry, getting back to the front. Main, or at least this front compartment, quick access, YKK zipper. It's not ambi. This one is, this one isn't. So, but you know, it's no real big deal anyway, is it? I've got a Rights in the Rain little notepad in there. I've got, you know, a pen, USB stick, but you know, you can fit mobile phone in there, you can fit a wallet in there, or something that you need to get to really quickly. In the main section, what I've done is I've filled this with an average kind of travel scenario, or maybe a city break. So I've got some sunglasses in there. I've got an Anker mobile phone charger in there. In the main section, they don't seem to rattle around a lot. It's actually really nice. What I'm going to do for the purposes of this is turn it inside out, and that way you'll be able to get a better understanding of what's in here. And while we're at it, you can see all of the stitching. Hopefully you can see all of the stitching on the inside. I might have brought that a little bit too close to the camera there, sorry about that. All of the stitching on the inside is, you know, nice, reinforced. There's even stitching on here where that's been folded over as well. On the front, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 small elastic loops so that you can put things in there. I wouldn't say that these are the biggest. Small flashlights like these from Rovivon and Olight fit in perfectly, and you can see I've also got a Leatherman style in there as well. It fits fine. You're not really going to be able to even fit a pen in there. If you were to put a pen in, it's going to be too tall. But for these sort of things, perfect. If you've got things that you carry, as I say, if you're going to use this for first aid or something, you could put a chapstick in there. As you're thinking about it, there is quite a bit that you can fit in. So I'll take those out quickly. Behind the elasticated loops here, there are some other little sections. Again, maybe, oh, sorry about that, drop that. You could put something in there if, again, if you're using this as a medic pack, you could put pills or you could put medication in there. And then behind there, you then have a larger section that you can put in something like a mobile phone. This is the Samsung S20. And it fits in perfectly. I mean, it's all, well, it is pretty much perfect. It's got one of the Spigen hyper, no, I forget what the case is, but it's got one of the Spigen cases on it, so it adds an extra few millimeters. But if you're thinking about iPhone sort of styles, then yeah, you could definitely fit an iPhone in here. Some of the larger phablets like the Note 20, when that comes out, I think will probably struggle, but you can keep it in the main section here and it's not really going to have any issues there whatsoever. Oh, there is a weird little bit of that there. That's a bit untidy, but you know, I think, oh yeah, so that's come out from that bit, but hopefully that wouldn't be an issue. You can push your thumb into there, but I think that should have been stitched in as it went back. But you know, this is what you get from initial these kind of first impression videos. So that's the back of it. On the front, or at least here's the front, this is what I call the front, there is a large pocket here, nice big zipper on there, and you can put, I don't know, you could put your wallet or you could put some valuables in there. Last but not least, there's a little key keeper here that you can attach a key to. Would have been nice if it was a little carabiner added as well, that would have been kind of cool, but you know, they're not particularly expensive bags. Here in the UK, I think this was £25. I'm sure in the US it would probably be a similar price in that $20, $25 range. And then moving to the back, another zip pocket, maybe for something that's an extra, you know, you want to keep concealed, or at least away from prying hands, that you can put your wallet into, or if you wanted to, it will also fit. I didn't try this first, but let's see. Yeah, it also fits a mobile phone in there as well. So you can put that in the back if you do worry you're on a city break or something and you don't want people going into that main section. With that being held closer to your body, that's really good. So I like it. I like it a lot. The extra little bit is some of the detail around the strap. The strap is completely adjustable. It measures from, oh, I've just covered up my piece of paper. So it measures from a 34-inch waist all the way up to a 51-inch waist. 51, so when I had this on, I had it on about there. I'm a 42-inch chest. I'm not saying it was tight, but I think if I had it all the way out, and then maybe, I don't know, if I was a 46, 44, and then you've got a jacket over the top of that, it is on the tighter side. So that's something to think of. If you are close to that extreme of a 51-inch chest, if you're wanting to carry it on your chest, that's definitely something to think about. Mainly because, I mean, your chest is armpit to armpit, whereas this is armpit to across the shoulder and then round. So yeah, it's just something to think about. Where was I? I was at, so Woojin plastics. I love Woojin plastics mainly for that snap. I love that snap. I know you get that with a lot of other plastics, but Woojin plastics really are great. So you got this 1-inch webbing belt, and then on the other end you have one of these G-hooks. So the G-hook, you can slide it in. It has a little sheath that goes over the top of that to make it, you know, it's completely out of the way, so that you can wear this on a belt if you wanted to. These two bits here then push in so that you can completely stow those away. This could be stowed in one of the compartments on the inside. You can run a belt through that. If you have this on, say, a hip belt, you could do that. Actually, thinking about it, do you know what you could do? You could have this on a sternum strap as well. That would work really well on a sternum strap. Push those in, click them shut. There's plenty of room in there. I can, can we see? Can you see that? Can you see? Is there enough light? I don't think there's enough light. But fingers wise, okay, this is something I never thought I'd do on a YouTube video. I can fit a full four fingers in there, and there's still plenty of wiggle room. So if you did want to have this on a sternum strap, you could easily do that. Now I'll put everything back in it now, and let's have a look what it looks like when I've got it on. As far as carrying it is concerned, it does what it needs to do. It's a very kind of subtle little strap. As I've mentioned, it's only a 1-inch strap. It doesn't dig in too much. It pulls around, it sits on your chest perfectly if you want to carry it in a bandolier style cross chest fashion like a lot of people do nowadays. It moves round to the back. I'll probably find like a lot of these sort of, with a little bit of jiggling, it moves itself down towards the armpit a little bit, but you tend to get that with all of these style bags. My go-to bag for travel, you've probably seen this in a lot of videos, is the Eastpak One bag. I love this bag purely because it's as you'd expect from Eastpak. It's great construction, and it's very discreet. It fits against the body really nicely, so you can wear this underneath the jacket. I really do think you could probably do this with this. I've put everything back in here now, so this is its full width. When it sits on the chest, I could easily wear another backpack behind this. I really don't think I'd have any restrictions there. And even maybe if I just kept it so that it was low beneath the armpit, just behind the back, I could walk around freely with this, and it would be a little bit more discreet. Probably could get a jacket over the top of it as well. If I wanted to bring it forward, it's there. Traveling, getting into, being able to get things out. It's a great little pack, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Bandicoot has as well, just with the extra size. So there you go, that's my first impressions of the Helikon Tex Possum. As mentioned before, all of the links for everything that you've seen in today's video are in the description below. If you choose to use those as Amazon affiliate links, that's great. It helps to fund my channel. It doesn't cost you anything to use them. You just click on them, it takes you to the item, you purchase it, and I get a little kickback, which is, it's great. Haven't been able to afford that Ferrari yet, but I'm getting there. If you like this content, please feel free, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. A thumbs up's always good for the YouTube algorithm. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see future content. Make sure you mash that notifications button, and you'll see those as soon as they become available. Share my content if you'd like to share this with anyone on social media as well. Great. I'm going to put this back carefully into its packaging and send this back to Amazon. So for now, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.